comic enthusiasts. Welcome back to HC Comics, your gateway to the colorful and captivating world of comics. Today, we're embarking on the next exciting chapter of this comic series together. Wishing you all some relaxing moments as we dive into HC Comics adventure. Returning to the main developments of the story, in this episode, we start with the scene.
Teenage Mercenary 095. They were a band of hooligans, but we all survived that living hell together. They trusted you and looked up to you. But you just slaughtered them for your own gain. I never killed a comrade. What? I may have neutralized the ones coming after me under camp orders. But I didn't kill them. What the hell are you saying? You mean to tell me that you only neutralized our comrades, but someone else swooped in and killed them? I made sure to render them immobilized, but nothing life-threatening. I only heard of their deaths much later. If it wasn't 001, then who killed off the numbers? Even if you didn't kill them yourself, it doesn't change the fact that you betrayed us. Pieces of my memory had come back to me at the time. It wasn't much, but enough to open my eyes. I couldn't keep killing random civilians for the camp anymore. Huh, I see. You got your memory back, huh? That explains the changed look in your eyes. You're like a whole other person. Judging by your questions, I can tell Mad Dog didn't send you after me. You little punk, still as infuriating as ever. Zip. Dash. Bang. Pow pow pow. All key figures of SW have been escorted home and security has been reinforced, sir. As per Ijin's alert. And so, another threat presents itself. I anticipated complications upon engaging with the munitions industry, but I hadn't quite expected yet another debacle like this. So Mad Dog knew 001 was alive and didn't tell any of us. Why would he do such a thing? Clutch, I want to call him this instant, but I need to know the reason before I can confront him. I may have neutralized the ones coming after me under camp orders. But I didn't kill them. If 001 is telling the truth, then who the hell killed the numbers? And it's not just about that incident either. What if other numbers we thought were killed in action were really just exterminated by someone else? Sneer, whatever the truth is, it can't be good. Ding dong. What the? And where'd you come from? They're not from SW, the target's firm. Security agents in this country don't use guns this openly. Could it be whichever network 001 is part of? Shit, when did they trail me? Teenage Mercenary 096. We lost transmission with the dispatched unit moments ago. Pity that we haven't been able to track down one of the numbers in a while. There's no need for concern. They won't be able to trace it back to us. Who was after you? Plenty of fools are after me. But why did you come to help me? So, do you remember everything now? Mostly. 032 died not long ago. The only one of us numbers even younger than you. And 006, too. One brother fell dead, right after the other. 032 and 006 supposedly were killed on duty, but who knows? The same bastards that came after me could have done it. What kind of a reaction is that, huh? You don't give a shit about the numbers now, is that it? Scowl 006 and 032 really looked up to you, you know. No, I just. Hold on. Did you kill them? Huh? No. 01. You know something, don't you? Wait. They're not dead? Those stupid bastards. Man, if the camp finds out they faked their deaths. No one will find out as long as they keep themselves hidden. What are you talking about? You know better than anyone that the camp never stops hunting a deserter. They're way more relentless now and the punishment is worse than when you were around. If anything, they'll go harder to make an example of. The camp isn't in a position to investigate their deaths right now. Mad Dog sent OOG to eliminate me, and we made it look like I killed him instead. Since Mad Dog can't have people knowing that you're alive for some reason, right? Then he won't be able to run a thorough investigation. And 032, he found me after following Oog's trail and they're staying together now. Those idiots. After all that talk of breaking out of the camp, snicker, they actually went and did it. Jia Sin. That's my target. What will you do now? Head back, of course. I've been exposed to a bunch of unknowns, so I can't very well keep on with this mission. You were ambushed? Yeah, by a group of proper assassins, too. Came right into my hideout. Who the hell would ambush 005? So, how do you suppose I should take this? You gave me the job and you're the only one who knew my route, after all. Are you saying that I tried to kill you? Rise, what the hell would I do that for? Beats me. Come on, 005. Just calm down and listen to me. Shut your trap. It doesn't matter. I'm off this mission, and don't even think about looking for me anytime soon. 005. Snap. That goddamn little. The situation is resolved? Yes, sir. While I can't guarantee something won't happen again, we're at least in the clear with the worst threat for now. May I ask as to how you've come to this conclusion? I would normally refrain from prying, but I am compelled to ask as this matter concerns the safety of my family. The person they were targeting this time was Ms. Jia Sin. Jia? Yes, although I can't determine the motive behind it. Their intention will have been to assassinate Ms. Sin. If you know all this, have you caught the assassin? 0, and that is why you're saying the situation is resolved? The individual who came in pursuit of Ms. Sin was a former comrade of mine. Since this comrade is an agent specialized in assassination, kidnap or blackmail isn't the objective when they're on a solo mission. This agent is only mobilized with the intention to exterminate the target. This comrade of yours, what happened to them? The comrade abandoned the mission and departed. There's no possibility of them returning to pursue Ms. Sin again. But the fact that your comrade abandoned the mission doesn't equate to this situation being resolved. Wouldn't there be others who might come after her? It will be easier to manage than facing my comrade as the opponent. And since the attempt has already failed once, it's unlikely anyone will take the risk of making a similar attempt again. I've come to understand that you were a highly skilled mercenary. But it seems there is more to your past. My life as a mercenary was for the 5 years prior to returning to Korea. Then what of the 5 years before that? Teenage Mercenary 097. So, they found a kid while patrolling that plane crash site? He's the sole survivor and he's in a coma? That's what I heard. But why bring him back and even treat the kid? Sounded like they were gonna put him into training. Plenty of other fools were brought here without knowing what's what. Sheesh, how's a little kid like that gonna survive training, when even the experienced ones are dropping dead left and right? It's not like the camp gives a shit anyway. You're awake, so get up. He's still not all there, sir. I suppose it's a side effect from the crash. Doesn't matter. Just put him into training starting today. All that medication we paid for ought to be worth something. Yes, sir. You'd be dead already if we hadn't found you. So this won't be a lost deal for you. And you might even survive this if you're lucky. Hey, kid. Wham. Can't join the ranks without a proper initiation, can you? Dunno, man. Looks like even the initiation might kill him. He's just a kid after all, and he doesn't look so good. If he can't handle it, it's just his time to die. Haha. Wham. What the hell was that for? For getting on my nerves. What, do I need to have some other reason? Pull yourself together and get up. Unless you want to get killed. Didn't you hear me? Get up. Damn it. Can't you hear me, or do you just not understand me? Hey, Ijin, I heard about what happened. That Jia was being targeted. And that the assassin after her used to be one of your comrades. Yes, sir, but I wasn't able to detain the assassin, and I haven't tracked down the client who made the order. The same assassin won't pursue her again, but it'll be difficult to determine who was behind it for now. Ijin, are you doing okay, sir? Yes, I'm fine. How can you be fine? An old comrade of yours showed up to murder someone you protect, and I'm sure you didn't want to run in with people from your past right now. Let me know if you're ever not feeling okay. You got it? Thank you, sir. Forget about thanks and whatnot. Just remember to call me. Don't go through it all alone. Yes, sir. Ijin. Huh? Why are you all lost in thought in the middle of the street? Something's up. Are you sure there's nothing going on? No, nothing. I can sense something's up. Were you daydreaming about Yeona? Nope. She'll be disappointed. Then what is it? Are you worried about your game ranking? It's not that either. Haha. The look on that sneaky little bastard's. I didn't think he knew how to smile like that. Your training is complete. Recruit 982. Your codename is now 001. From this point on, you are in charge of this unit. Bring him over. This may be your last training session. But stragglers still must be executed. Being injured is no excuse. Pathetic fool. What's this? This is my unit from now, so I will handle them. Disrespectful little. They may have passed training. But putting 001 in his place will set a good example for them all. Then try and save your man yourself. If you defeat me, then I'll let the bastard live. You're the most well-rounded recruit, aren't you? Shit. Arrogant bastard. He may be in a special project unit, but he's still just a measly recruit. Swish on slash, he thinks he can rise up against me because he's the best of this worthless bunch? You were nothing but a weak kid who could barely keep up with training. Oh, 1. If it weren't for that one bastard. I blamed the ambush on Mad Dog and said I'd go silent for a while. The camp won't be able to come after Jia Sin for the time being. At least not until they figure out what led to the ambush. 001, don't get any ideas because I'm sitting here with you. I don't like you any more than I did before. You betrayed us and left us all behind, with no choice but to scatter to the winds. Some failed and died as a result, leaving just a handful of us now. And yet here you are, 001, laughing away with your lover, forgot all about us. I can't even understand how a cute girl like that ends up. That's my sister. What? My younger sister. Ijin. It's not much, but please help yourself. Yes, sir. Should I be sitting here right now when I tried to kill him? Why aren't you eating? We can prepare something else for you if it's not to your taste. No, sir. I'm glad you're enjoying the food. I heard you and Ijin knew each other from long ago. Ijin. That's my name. One's name is Ijin. She never knew my name, because I had lost my memory back then. Is that so? Then I guess you've known each other a long while. We have. When I had lost my memory and woke up in a foreign place, she stayed with me and helped me with a lot of things. During that part of my life, she was like family to me. Thank you so much for being with Ijin through those times. If Ijin thinks of you as family, then you're family to me too. So don't be a stranger and please visit us anytime. Thank you for coming. Please visit us again. What the hell was that? What were you thinking, bringing me to where your family lives? Grandpa's the one who insisted that you come for dinner. Don't joke around with me. I'm your enemy, and you led me into your family's home. Did your old memories somehow wipe out all of your basic training? I've never thought of you as my enemy. Which is why I introduced you to my family. 001. Don't feed me lies you made up to hide my identity from your family. I didn't say what I said to hide your identity. Then I'm supposed to believe that I'm like family to you? I know what you're getting at. You're not family like my grandpa or sister are to me. But the numbers really were like family to me. What? I could have died at any given moment in that camp. But I knew I could count on the rest of you to take care of it. My real name is Ijin Yu. I'm Maya. Here. What's this for? 006 will reach out to this phone. Just turn it on once a week at 2100 hours. I am sure 006 and 032 would love to talk with you. This doesn't change the fact that you betrayed us. I can't forgive you just yet. Am I dreaming right now? Never thought I'd see the day when the kid gets thrown on his ass. I hear you, boss. We should just walk away, right? Must be embarrassing. Yeah, right? The camp has reported some difficulties in completing the mission. Due to a sudden ambush on 005 by a group of unidentified mercenaries. They are reluctant to deploy other units until they can reveal the identity of the attackers. Meanwhile, Yongho Sin is pressing for an update on the matter. I'm sure he's growing restless. He's crossed the line with nothing to show for it. Have the others reach out to Yongho Sin's people. We need to act on it before his impatience gets him moving. Wouldn't that cause complications for our plan to collaborate with SW through him? That in and of itself will become a blow for SW. Which is nothing bad for us. In fact, breaking SW apart from the inside may be the better path for us to pursue. I've found someone to take on the task, as you requested. Shall I make contact, sir? Gia's starting to set her sights on what's mine. I've been warning her for a long time, but she chose to ignore me. It's time for her punishment. Yes, sir. Iron offered to handle it, but now they're dragging their feet on me. He probably expects me to sit helpless without him. But I'll show him just how mistaken he is. In fact, this will prove better for me in the end. Keeps me from being at Iron's mercy in the future by taking care of it myself. I will get rid of Gia and take SW for myself. I just came to see you before reporting back to base. So, what happened to your comrade? Returned home. I see. You don't have to worry about my comrade. This individual won't be coming for Ms. Sin again. My comrade didn't know where the order came from, and I believe it. We were trained to carry out our missions without question, so. Hey, that's not why I'm here. You already explained it all to me over the phone anyway. Like I said, I just came to see you before I head back to base. And now that I have, I should get going. The reason why you came back. You still remember, don't you? I do, sir. Well, then. Try living like a kid your age every now and then. I'll see you. Major Kong returned to his post this morning. Yes, we met briefly earlier today. Oh, so you're the reason he left at the crack of dawn. He spent his whole vacation beside me, despite my best efforts to reassure him. Turned out to be nothing worth all that trouble. He must have felt so stifled, sticking around me that whole time. It was his first vacation in a while, but he couldn't tend to any of his own affairs. I heard you ask the chairman to keep Ms. Sin in the dark about the attempt. I did. A good call. I'm sure it's the same picture for other conglomerate families, but the SW family has been living with threats for most of their lives. Lately, with what happened to Ms. Yeona and even Ms. Sin herself, it would have been quite startling for her to learn of the attempt so soon after those incidents. After all, the fact that someone was hired to kill her, it's much more serious than threats or kidnapping. Ms. Sin would have carried out her duties well enough, but she would have been troubled nonetheless. We were lucky that Team 1 was able to detect the threat beforehand. Something terrible could have happened otherwise. They're trying to determine who was behind it, but we'll have to be on alert for some time. Aren't you supposed to be at school today, Ijin? Don't you have school today? Pardon? Oh, well, I didn't feel like going to school, so. What? You actually sound like a teenager, for once. Call 001. Gotcha. Hey, 001. It's me. I've got a little present for you. What kind of a present? Let me guess, the fact that you two little pieces of shit are still alive? That voice. 005. Why do you have that phone? Did you kill 001? Shut your trap. And put 006 on the line. 005 wants to talk to you. So, what happened? Did you meet 001? I did. He sure seemed alive and well for a dead man. Haha, yeah, I'd agree about that. Well, 005. You're gonna have to go meet him again. It's the only way I can contact him, since you've got his phone. Seeing as you're already being a pain in my ass, I guess you're really 006 and not some imposter. Ijin went overseas. Yeah, he went to meet some people he used to know. How long will he be gone? I don't really know, he just said a couple of days. Oh, then I guess we won't see him for a while. He hardly ever responds when he's off somewhere.
So, that wraps up this chapter, folks. I'm concluding the video right here. Stay tuned for the thrilling developments in the next episode. And don't forget to show your support with a like and subscribe, fueling my motivation to bring you even more captivating comic chapters in the future. Until next time, happy reading!